By the end of today's video, you are going to create a vision board that actually visions. Now, the problem with all the vision board videos that I've watched in the last couple of weeks is that they're just showing you how to make pretty pictures taken from Pinterest, put into a collage, into a scrapbook, and then you're meant to do what for the rest of the year? Just take a look at it and hope that it comes true like magic. In today's video, I'm going to be going through exactly how you can turn your vision into reality without the pretty pictures. How many years have you had the same vision board? How many years have you had the same pictures on the same vision board and it hasn't come true? In today's video, we're going to be using ChatGPT to be able to help you turn your vision into a reality using actionable steps and showing you exactly how we're going to take those pictures that you like and you turn it into the actual life that you are living. On my vision board 3 years ago, I think 2-3 years ago, I had moving to Dubai, I had having 2 kids, I had having a business. I had so many things that were on my vision board 2-3 years ago, and I've lived them in the last couple of years. And that's because I've been able to actually know the steps that I'm going to take to be able to go from a pretty picture to having the actual reality and living it. It isn't enough to take a look at the picture. The first step is clarifying your dream life. What does it actually look like? And when I say what does it look like, yes, the images can help, and I'd recommend doing them. I think it's cute, I think it looks nice, it's aesthetic. But think about it specifically. Like, what does your dream life look like? How do you feel? Where are you going? What does your morning look like? What does your evening look like? Who is around you? What does your career look like? Financial, these are all things that we need to actually write down. And I actually have a Notion template that I've created as part of the Productivity Blueprint, which is a new course and community that I've just released. And I'm trying to grow the largest community, the largest productive community led by a woman. I'm trying to get to 1,000 members. Got a couple at the moment, trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. So help me, I'll leave the link for it down below. But essentially what you want to do is you want to try to think about your vision in written terms, in language. If, for example, you write that you want to have a calm, slow morning, and that's part of your vision board. You want to go to the gym in the morning, that's part of your vision board. That is something that you can actually try to aspire to. So how are you going to do that? What steps do you need to take to be able to wake up in the morning and do those things? Do you need to wake up earlier? Do you need to have support in the house? Do you need to have specific equipment maybe in the house already? Do you need to sleep at a later time or an earlier time? Or what is it to be able to get there? And that is why having just a pretty picture of a gym on a vision board isn't going to mean anything. You need to know exactly what that means for you and your actual life. The second is visualization. So yes, you have this vision. Yes, you can see the pictures. Yes, it looks pretty, but you need to visualize yourself. You need to visualize you in that life. Okay, so that means you need to walk yourself through what that could look like. Now, let me give you an example. Before I moved here, I used to go on YouTube and I'll search certain areas in the UAE, the areas that I live in now, or areas in Dubai, and I'll say, drive me through those areas. And you can actually watch 2-hour videos of people driving through certain areas. So we'd sit there, or even walking. So we'd sit there and we'd watch on YouTube 2-hour videos of people walking through Marina, or 2-hour videos of people walking through a certain area in Sharjah, or a certain area on the beach or whatever. And it shows us that this is where we could be, right? This is where our potential is. And then it got to the point where we were watching them so much that it felt like we had actually traveled there. We could visualize ourselves there. And even when we actually arrived here and we moved a year or 2 later, we were able to recognize those areas because that was part of our vision. It wasn't good enough to just say, oh, I'm moving to Dubai, that's it. It's something that I'm going to manifest. No, you need to actually visualize yourself there. And did you know that actually even in research, if you can visualize yourself somewhere, and if you can actually see yourself in a position and you're walking there in your head, it's as if you've actually done it. So the brain remembers that and actually has a memory of that as if you actually did it. So when you do end up doing it, it doesn't feel like it's weird, it doesn't feel new, and it'll be a lot easier for you to settle down. So that's something to remember and something to think about as well. The third is you want to create a vision board strategy. So yes, you can have the images, like I said, but what you can do is think about specific parts of your life that you want to strategize, and ChatGPT can help you with that. So for example, if you want to think about maybe having a routine for your health and your fitness, you can actually strategize that with ChatGPT and say, this is my goal. I want to do 10 kg in 6 months. this is my availability. I can only do Saturday and Sunday. I've got knee pain. I can't do this. I can't do that. Can you give me a strategy? And it can give you an amazing strategy, which means that you're able to very, very quickly and easily have a tailored kind of plan and a tailored system that would work for you for different aspects in your life. So break it down, and like I said, if you look at the vision board that I've created on Notion, it's broken down into like 10 different categories, like health, fitness, faith, career, family, relationships, things like that. So you can go to each one of those, take out the vision that you want and say, what's the strategy that I'm going to do to be able to get there? The next is to have actionable goals. Now, by this point, you know what the vision is, you know your strategy, but now you need to have specific goals that you are going to achieve within a given timeline, right? So you can use SMART goals, and I've spoken about this before. And again, ChatGPT is great to be able to help you with this, but it will give you actionable goals and actionable steps that you can achieve. It basically just gives you a very measurable way of achieving goals and like having goals. So for example, it will give you a SMART system. So SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So these are all the things that are really important for you to be able to have a goal and keep up with it. So it can do that for you really easily if you just kind of give it the information and what it is that you want to achieve, and it will give you a SMART goal. The fifth step is affirmation and mindset. It's really important to have a positive mindset when you want to achieve goals and when you have a vision. If you're going into it saying, oh, I'm not going to achieve it anyway, or like, I don't have the tools, or like, I'm not good enough, or I don't have X, Y, and Z, and this person has that, then you're more likely, you're quite likely not to achieve, right? Because you don't have that. You're not going into it with the growth mindset. You've already got that negative mindset. So it's really important to start off and say, this is what I want to achieve. I'm going to do it with the right support and with the right actionable steps. You can use ChatGPT to give you some affirmations, and affirmations, I swear by them. I use them during like my labor. They're really, really helpful. They're really helpful for just getting you in that, like kind of tricking your mind into thinking that you can do it even when you feel like you can't. Number 6 is tracking your progress and reflecting. And this is really, really important that you're able to take a look at what you've done, take a look at what's working, what's not working, track your progress over time and reflect on it. Change things up. Don't be afraid, don't be scared of taking that vision board and deleting it all, or like getting rid of half of it. A lot of us, what happens, and I've seen this in videos that I've watched on YouTube, is they'll have a vision board in December that they've got for the new year, and then by the end of December they're like, oh yeah, I didn't do that, I didn't do that, I didn't do this, I didn't get that, I didn't do that, I just did that, I didn't do this. But then why didn't you reflect 6 months in and say, these are maybe things that I won't be able to do, let me take them off. Having that vision board, that image, it makes you feel like you have to stick to that all year. So imagine giving yourself only one chance to be able to achieve something in a year, that one opportunity, that one image. That's not really fair. So I would say to constantly reflect. Again, that's why I love the 12-week kind of system of goals, because you're able to give yourself that refresh every 12 weeks. You can create that vision board every 12 weeks. If it's not working, that's fine. Start again on the second round, start again on the third round. And like I said, I have the 12-week system Notion board in the productivity blueprint. So if you want to join, then you'll get that as well as part of the package. And we kind of discuss things, how things are going. And we also have like meetups in person if you are in Dubai anyway. The last one is overcoming challenges. So you need to always be aware of what challenges could arise. And when they do arise, it's absolutely fine. All you need to do is sort out what you can to be able to make it work. So you can say, ChatGPT, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm stuck in the business. This is where I'm stuck in my life, in my productivity, in my education, in whatever it is that you're doing. How can I now overcome it? And it can really help you like navigate and give you strategies to be able to take you out of that out of that rut, essentially. So this is how I create my vision board. This is the way that I, at the start of the year, always have a very clear vision without having the pretty images. Even if you have them, always make sure to accompany that with the actual actionable steps, the visualization, the manifestation, the kind of affirmations. It all sounds a bit wishy-washy, but I promise you it works, because it means that you are looking towards specific goals and you're working towards that to get to that pretty image. And no one tells you how to get the pretty image and how to actually achieve it. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more from me, then please do subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.